Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing another product review, and this one I'm actually really excited for. I just mentioned this in my 2023 favorites video. It was one of my skincare, self-care favorites, and I'm actually going to be talking about the NOVAALAB Nova Glow Therapy LED Light Mask. And this is something I bought myself. I bought around Black Friday. They had a really great sale, and I think I paid about $180 for the mask, which if you don't know, in this space is actually a pretty good deal. But I'm actually going to walk you guys through kind of light therapy and its benefits and its drawbacks, and this product specifically because I wasn't able to find a review for it anywhere that wasn't paid or on TikTok. So if you're interested in a little bit more of an in-depth view on this light mask specifically, then stick around. Okay, first let's start with what light therapy is. So the primary light wavelength that we're going to be talking about today is red light therapy and infrared light therapy. And infrared obviously is not on the visible light spectrum, so you won't be able to see it. But red light and infrared light have been shown to help increase blood circulation in the skin, help increase collagen production and collagen staying power. Light therapy has been studied enough to show that in certain contexts and delivered in certain ways, it is effective. It's been shown to reduce fine lines and small wrinkles. And at least in my experience, I've seen a little bit of this, but I actually have a scar on my knee and I've used red light therapy on this scar and it was not something that was going away quickly. And when I started using red light therapy, it really started to improve quickly. Red light therapy is a great non-invasive way to treat premature signs of aging or existing signs of aging. So instead of getting a procedure or injectables or surgery, you can hopefully use this therapy consistently over a long period of time and notice similar benefits, if not exactly the same. So I'm actually going to walk you through on the back of this box here. They kind of walk through the different light therapy that this mask offers, but I can kind of give you the overview highlights of each type. So red light and infrared, like I mentioned, are for skin elasticity, collagen production, fine lines, wrinkles, a little bit of texture issues because you're obviously regenerating your skin a little bit more. Blue light is really good for acne causing bacteria. It will kill this bacteria on your face. You do have to use it relatively close to the face and consistently to see these results. But I've had a couple of spots pop up as I was using this mask, and using the blue light therapy, I do think that it prevented them from turning into larger pimples and issues. They just kind of got dark and faded away over time. This mask also offers yellow light therapy, which I don't know much about yellow light therapy. It says here on the box and on their website, it's to reduce redness and improve skin luminosity. I don't know if there's much research done in yellow light. I haven't really used it. It's not something I was looking for in this product, but it was a benefit that they offer. The other treatments that this mask offers is a combo of red and blue light, so you can get both at once, and infrared light, which is not visible to your eye, but you actually will feel it working. Your face might get a little warmer, and afterward, I definitely feel a little tingling and a tightness in my face. And that's because infrared light can penetrate deeper into your skin than just red light alone. So the infrared light is actually good, especially if you have scars from surgery, or if you have muscle aches or problems or joint issues. A lot of people use targeted red light and infrared light therapy devices for that and have noticed, at least anecdotally, an improvement. Okay, so that's a little bit about this mask and the colors of light and therapy that it offers. But I will say this is an improving field. A lot of people still don't know much about it, and it's definitely changing over time. So my biggest issue with getting into this space and wanting to test out a product for myself was finding one that I thought would actually be effective without being a bajillion dollars. You can get light therapy treatments at spas and they use medical grade technology. So in those instances, the therapy is really effective and helpful because it's a high dose in a controlled setting. You can't do that at home, and I don't think that you would want to either. Red light therapy masks or wands are a great way to get some of those benefits in a smaller dosage over time. The issue is they're not regulated yet. And so most of the documentation or research or proof or reviews or evidence is all anecdotal. And this review is not any different. I am not, licensed in any way, and I'm just a regular consumer, but I can speak to, I think, the effectiveness of this product and just red light in general. So to give a little context, I've actually used other red light products before, and I can kind of speak to what I think about them. The first one that I'd used was the red light wand by Solawave. It's like a gorgeous little sleek device. It's really well designed, and it has a couple of red light diodes right at the top of the bar. And then the entire bar itself vibrates and has a heating effect. I like this product because it was about $100. It was a great way to get an intro into the space. And I definitely noticed a small difference in the tone and texture of my skin. What I didn't love about it is that my face is big. I have a man's face. And so using that wand basically every day took a long time to be effective because I had to use it all over my face. I couldn't just use it in one section. And red light is only effective if you use it consistently over time. So I wouldn't say a red light mask or something that's more intense is something you should use every day because that can actually cause problems on its own. But that product specifically, I think, is a little gimmick and a little science. The size of it, I think, is a problem. And the vibration and heat, I don't think really do anything. But the red light itself are high quality red light LED diodes that do give you they're very bright. They give you the right amount of power to have an effect, but you would have to use it in one area of your face so much to see an effect. The other two products that I used were from Therabody or Theraface. They make the massage guns. One of them was the face massaging wand that had red and blue light attachments. And I used this product and their face mask just at a demo area. And I actually could very much feel a difference with the face massaging tool. I actually didn't really like the face massaging part. I think it's called the Theraface Pro. I didn't really like the massaging part of it because I just didn't want that and it felt like it was kind of beating up my skin. The red light part I actually really did like. I focused using it right under my eyes and my cheekbones, and I definitely could feel a tightening and a warming effect even though it wasn't touching my face. Their other product is the Theraface Mask. It's the full mask. It has a massaging function and it has over 600 LED diodes, which is great. That mask is incredibly expensive. I think it's $500. It actually might be more than that. I didn't like this mask because it was very heavy because it was completely wireless. And so when I laid down and put it on my face, all of the pressure was resting on my eyebrows and the top of my head. And so when I took the face mask off, there was actually marks and it wasn't very comfortable. The effectiveness of the LEDs is great. They're really high quality LEDs and there's a ton of them. But the weight coupled with the massaging function that didn't really feel very good and was pretty loud made the product not worth it for me. And I just moved on. I didn't want to spend that money. I didn't want to spend the time figuring it out. And it just seemed to do a little too much for what I was looking for. The other product I've tried, I actually have here. It is the Project E Beauty. It's an Amazon find, and it is a red light wand. So I can turn it on. You can see that right there. And I actually really like this. This is what I used on my knee for a while. I used it for a couple of weeks, and I actually have a spot on my knee, if I could show you, and I wasn't wearing jeans. But this was great because these LEDs feel very powerful, and I could definitely notice that something was happening because my skin would warm up, even though I never touched this to my face or to my knee. I think for spot treatment, a device like this is great because it's high focused energy in one spot. But for my face, the issue that I had with the Solawave wand and the issue that I have with this is I was just having to move it around my face for 5 to 10 minutes, usually once a day. And it didn't feel particularly effective because I know that I'm not, addressing parts of my face equally. And I'm right-handed and I'm probably favoring my right-hand side. So it was good, but I don't know if I'd recommend something like this for the face because it's just a lot of work. So enters the NOVAALAB Therapy Mask by NOVAALAB. And I was doing a lot of research on Reddit and I was looking all over Google and it was around Black Friday. And I found this brand because a lot of people on Reddit recommended their other red light therapy devices. They have specific pads for your back and for your shoulders and for muscles and joints. And there was a lot of people on the Reddit that seemed to be a fan of those products. So the brand itself seemed reputable. But this mask specifically, right here, is nothing about this. I don't know when this launched or if this is new. I could not find anything about it online. It made me a little nervous. The only reason why I took the plunge is because it wasn't that expensive. It was about $180 on sale with a discount code. And so I decided if I didn't like it, I could return it. But it was so much cheaper than other masks in the space. There's rose gold face mask that's on Sephora and Ulta. Every single paid article mentions that mask, but that one's $400. I didn't particularly like the design. It was also wireless, so I was afraid it was going to be heavy. This NOVAALAB Therapy Mask seemed to fit the bill. It has 104 LEDs across the mask, which I think you can see here. You see all those little dots, those are all of the lights. This mask is flexible, it's super thin, so it can just wrap around your face. And that actually surprised me. That wasn't immediately clear to me online. And sometimes these masks have like a shape or a form to them. And this one didn't, which I actually really end up liking. I found this mask. I went ahead and took the plunge. I've been using it for over a month now. And you do need to use red or blue light or infrared light for probably 6 to 8 weeks to really see a difference. But for example, I have rosacea and I also have ocular rosacea on this eye. And it's something I've been dealing with all year, this last year especially. And I've been using this mask and I've definitely noticed a difference in my skin. My skin, I mean, even in this bright lighting, is definitely more even. And even like deeper wrinkles on my forehead seem to be slightly diminished. And I'm young, so I want to try and maintain my youthfulness as long as I can, as opposed to going backwards and trying to recorrect. But even if it's something where you're in your 40s or 50s and you want a little bit of treatment, I think that this might actually really work for you because red light, no matter your age, will have a benefit. So this is the mask. Like I said before, it's thin, it's flexible, so you can just easily use these straps and wrap it around your face, which I know this looks crazy, so I will take this off. The mask is really lightweight, which I love, and these straps on the side actually detach. So if you didn't even want to wrap it around the back of your head and you wanted to just lay it on your face, or if you wanted to lay it on your leg or on your lower back, you might be able to get benefit in other places. I know the skin on your face is thinner, and so these LEDs will probably be more powerful for that. But, other parts of your body, I can't necessarily speak to. So something that wasn't immediately obvious to me on their website is this mask is actually wireless. So there's a cord right here and you are sent in the box this little battery pod. So it has a little screen on it and it has a mode button and a power button. And all you have to do is plug the mask with USB type C up at the top, which is great to see. So it's a newer port, but you plug it in and all you do is hold this button and turn it on. And there's the mask. I will say I was actually really impressed that this has a wireless function. And the reason why I say this is wireless is because a lot of masks, what they don't show is that you have to actually plug them into the wall. So it doesn't make it great if you're going to walk around the house and wear this, or if you're going to travel. It's just kind of an extra thing. The reason why I actually really like the fact that they have kept the battery in a separate battery pack is because it removes all of this weight from your face. And in case something happens, you can easily replace this because this mask will last forever. LEDs have a very long lifespan, but batteries do not. And so I love knowing that at one point I can just go and replace this piece. In the box, you get the mask, you get some eye covers, you get the battery bank, and you get a nice little travel pouch in case you want to take it with you. And I think for the money, this product is great. Like I said, I've used it over the last month. And I've definitely noticed small differences in my skin, or when I had acne, I used blue light and I noticed that the acne diminished faster than I think it normally would. I can actually show you the modes right now. We have red light, blue light, yellow light, red and blue, infrared, which you can't see, and neither can my camera, and then red and infrared. Pros of this device. It is light and thin. It's flexible. It fits around my face. It doesn't make me too hot. The straps are comfortable. All of that's great. The battery bank is great because it removes the weight and it's portable and it's easy to handle. Some of the cons, I would say, I don't know exactly how effective these LEDs are. They are very bright. And when I put it on my face, I don't use the eye covers and I have to close my eyes because it's so bright and you shouldn't really get red light into your eyes that much. The only thing about this battery bank is it doesn't last the longest. I would say probably whenever I use this mask, I will use the red light and then the infrared light separately for 10 minutes each, probably 3 days a week. I don't know if I would necessarily do more than that because when you use red light, the regeneration of your skin picks up and there's more blood and oxygen in your skin. So if you use it every day of the week, you probably won't notice more differences. You might actually notice clogged pores or subtle acne because there's so many skin cells and your skin is producing at a higher rate. So I would keep this to maybe 3 or 4 days a week or use different modes, different times of the week. It's been great to just sit down for 20 minutes and have a moment to myself and meditate either in the morning or at night. You can use this kind of any time of the day. But the one thing I'm finding is I have to recharge this battery pack pretty often because sometimes it will die in the middle of a session and then I have to go charge it and then I have to go back and, continue the therapy. So I would say when you store this, just make sure that this battery pack is charged. It has an indicator right at the top and you can choose on the pack itself what mode you want and how long. So 10, 20, or 30 minutes. This kind of concludes my review of the NOVAALAB Nova Glow Light Therapy Mask. I am a fan of it. I'm going to keep using it. I feel like the price is great for what it is, especially compared to almost anything else in the space. And I'll probably do an update sometime the middle or end of this year. So that way I can show maybe longer term benefits. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'm sure I missed something and I can just respond to you guys there. I didn't see any reviews of this, so I hope that this is helpful for you guys that are looking out there. I'll probably post this in the Red Light subreddit. So if you guys see me there, say hey. And that's it for this week's video. I'll see you guys next time.